Hi, welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do American English Idioms lesson number 61. We'll go through 5 idioms and review their meanings, a couple of examples for each, and we'll do a story at the end so you can hear the idioms in context. This is a series, so if you like this video, subscribe for more. Let's get started. First, I'll read the idioms. Give something a fair shake, full court press, get your act together, before you know it, touch base. First, give something a fair shake. This means try something for a while before deciding it isn't for you. So to give something a fair shake means to really try to make it work, to actually put in effort, to try something more than once, and to just be sure before quitting or giving up. So I've done horseback riding in the past just a few times, and I've given it a fair shake, but I'm definitely not interested in pursuing horseback riding further. Examples are, he decided to give the new project a fair shake before making any judgments. They gave the proposal a fair shake before deciding. Full court press. This means put maximum effort into something. This idiom is derived from a basketball strategy, and in basketball, a full court press involves a large amount of effort. It's a very aggressive tactic. So you can use this idiom, not necessarily in a basketball context, but rather to refer to instances where there's a push, there's a real surge in effort. So if a company is trying to motivate their sales team, then they might be pushing those salespeople to do their very best. They might say, okay, let's go for the full court press. We are going to go ahead and all meet our quotas. Examples are, they decided to give a full court press in the final quarter. He applied full court press to meet the deadline. Get your act together. This means get organized and appear to know what you are doing. So to get your act together is to get ready, to be prepared. And often it implies that you're in a state of disorder or in a state of not being prepared. So as I was growing up, I'd often hear from my family, hey, get your act together. We have to leave the house in 5 minutes. And I knew exactly what that meant. It meant I needed to get all of my belongings. I needed to be dressed and ready and put together before I left the house. Examples are, he needs to get his act together if he wants to pass the course. They got their act together after the initial setback. Before you know it. This means almost immediately. So this idiom, before you know it, means that something happens very suddenly, even though it wasn't sudden at all. A lot of people who go through college describe at the end, when they graduate, that it was over before they knew it, because it all went by so fast, even though they actually spent quite a bit of time. Examples are, keep practicing every day, and before you know it, you'll be playing the piano like a pro. If we start now, we'll be at the top of the mountain before you know it. Touch base. This means to make contact or reconnect. So here we're not literally referring to going back to a home base in order to resupply, refuel, or connect with some sort of authority like you might do in a military or otherwise structured setting. Rather, we're referring to the act of simply checking in, and lightly checking in with someone at that. So when someone calls their parents every day, they're touching base with their parents, with their family. It's just a light check-in, and it's routine. You want to make sure that you're frequently touching base and just making sure everything's all right. Examples are, let's touch base next week to discuss the project updates. He likes to touch base with clients regularly. So let's read a story with these idioms in context. Emma had always dreamed of opening her own bakery. She decided to give it a fair shake and put all her savings into a small shop on a busy street corner. The first few weeks were tough, and Emma knew she needed to get her act together if she wanted to succeed. She launched a full-court press, baking through the night and promoting her bakery on social media. Before she knew it, the aroma of freshly baked bread and pastries began to draw in customers. Emma's hard work started to pay off, and she found herself touching base with regulars who loved her treats. The bakery became a cozy spot for the community, and Emma's dream had finally come true. Again, those idioms are: give something a fair shake, full court press, get your act together, before you know it, touch base. Great job today. There are other videos like this on this channel, and more are coming soon. I'll put playlists and videos right here, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!